channels.
Thank you, Lord, for what you've done for me.
Hey everyone, Matt here, Home Farm Ideas, and today I'm going to show you how I, little bugs on here, I'm going to show you how I harvest catnip. I mean, as you can see, there's too much of it, so I'm going to do a really heavy harvest right now, and then I'm going to show you how I dry it and get it ready for my cats. So anyway, let's get to it. Okay, so got my scissors. Normally there's a way to prune it to where you get more growth like this. The way it is, it's grown a lot. And you know what, I'll just go over that really quick with you, and then I'll start harvesting. Right now I'm not gonna basically prune it for more growth because it's exploding with growth. But if you look at the heads here, see? You can see the heads. Right down underneath the heads there's these little junction spots basically. And so what you want to do is, if you were going to want to get more growth out of it, you would cut it right there. Okay, and then what that does is that allows these two offshoots here to produce. And then you have this you can dry. Okay, so so I can go through that and do that. But look, if you want to do it lower, so let's say you wanted to do the whole head here and you wanted to get really a lot of growth, you just go 2 down. Okay, because there's different junctions. So see, here's another junction here, and it has catnip there. So, but I'm going to do a heavy harvest and not worry about it dying because it's growing really good. So let's go ahead and start harvesting it. And how I'm going to do that is basically be aggressive with scissors here. Alright, so I got it all trimmed up. Got all my catnip trimmed up now. And there's 2 ways. Oh, this is the tray that I use to dry things. There's 2 things that I use. This tray, which is an old animal pee tray, but it never got used for that, so I just ended up using it for drying stuff. And then you know the grates over the lights in houses and stuff. Well, anyway, that grate is basically going to hold down the catnip. I was putting the catnip on top and drying it. This basically gathers heat, and then the grate just kind of holds things down, or it was something to keep the catnip away from the heat. But anyways, so this catnip basically is going to go on here, and there's 2 ways you can do this. One, you could pull off all the leaves and then just avoid the stems because it'll dry faster that way. But I don't do that with this because I leave it out until it's dry. It's catnip. It's not something that I'm going to eat. So I'll leave it out for a long time to let it get really dry. And a long time, all this will be dry in like 2 days with this little system. So I basically lay it all out like this. Try to keep it on a thin layer, as thin as possible. You want to keep it at about 1 inch. So I just lay it all out like this. The thinner the layer, the faster it will dry as well. So this is a lot of catnip, more than I normally do. But I haven't harvested in a while, that's why. Get all this on here. You know, why buy it? You know, when you can grow it. This is organic catnip as well, non-GMO. I actually found it. And it comes back every year, and we have tons of it. So there you have it. And okay, so I leave it on the stem, and there's a reason why. The reason why is because once it's dry, you don't want to try and pick up leaves that are dry, especially these catnip leaves, because they're just super brittle, you know. Here's some right here. And I basically use the stems to pick them up like that. Okay, and then I'll show you what I do in a second. But basically all that's done. See, it's all laid out. And then you can get these grates, like I said, at Home Depot or Home Depot or Osh or whatever hardware stores around. And you basically just leave it on there like that, put it out in the sun, and within a day or 2 it's done. It gets dried up and it's fine. So as See that? One hand I'm opening the catnip jar. So basically after that, you would take the catnip, and then you can just crush it up, stem and all. If you want to get the stems out of it, you can go ahead and do that. But basically, I try to keep the stems out because I don't like the stems in there. So, but if they fall in there, I'm not gonna cry about it. So anyway, so that's basically how you do it. You dry catnip and put it all in there. And there's better ways to grind it up. I'm just doing this to show you. So basically, grow catnip. Yeah, cats like it. And they're hanging out waiting for a piece. So anyway, God bless you guys, like always. What? Come on, kitties. And have a good one. So anyway, God bless and peace.
Thank you, Lord, for what you're doing now.